Good morning, everybody. Thank you, David, for being here. In the context of the investment opportunity offered to Faraday Partners, today we have the pleasure to interview David Hernández, CEO and founder of Pangea. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Alvaro.
Okay, first of all, we would like you to briefly tell us about your academic and professional background and the main motivations for launching Pangea.
I'm an industrial engineer, and I have developed half of my career in strategy consulting in companies such as Accenture and McKinsey. And then I did my MBA at IESE between Barcelona and Boston in the US. And then I worked in investment banking in the UK, Brazil, and Madrid. Whilst I was doing my MBA, I had the idea of developing Pangea. And as I always say, it comes from two of my biggest passions. One of them is traveling, which is what I like the most. Since I'm 14 years old, any euro that I have in my pocket, I dedicate it to travel. And my other passion, which is companies like IKEA, Apple, Decathlon, Leroy Merlin, and these category killers that over the past 30 years, they have transformed the way we buy and the way we live. And what I saw is that in the travel agency industry, this transformation hadn't taken place. So I thought there was a fantastic, and I think there is a fantastic opportunity to transform and conquer the travel agency sector. This is a sector of 1 trillion globally, which is dominated by very old-fashioned players with an old-fashioned value proposition because no one has really invested in brick and mortar travel agencies over the past 30 years. No one has invested in them because most people believe that they are going to disappear. But this is not right. Obviously in 2007, there was a decrease in the travel agency sector as well as in other sectors because of the economic crisis, the appearance of smartphones and the appearance of fast internet access. And that provoked the entrance of companies like Booking.com or Expedia or Skyscanner that we all know, and that have moved part of the business to the online arena. But still, there is a need of a travel agent for those complex trips, such as going to a safari in Tanzania or to Costa Rica or to your honeymoon in New Zealand or Japan. And this is not well served because travel agencies haven't changed over the past 30 years. So there's a huge opportunity to transform and conquer such a huge industry with growing steadily over GDP for the past 30 years.
Great. And what are the main values that you are to your clients, and what problems do you solve for them?
Yes, nowadays, if you want to plan a trip to Costa Rica, let's say, you have three alternatives. Alternative one is doing it through internet, as many of us have done over the past 20 years, and going to Booking.com, Skyscanner, and so on and so forth. And at the end, you dedicate around 30 hours in several weeks searching in many different providers, 6, 7, 8 different providers, introducing your credit card in these providers. These providers are companies that are thousands of kilometers from you with no 24/7 service, no telephone, and no value added apart from giving you access to an asset in a different location. So you are spending a lot of time to design your own trip, which is not that easy when we think about Costa Rica, Tanzania, or Thailandia. The other alternative you have is going to a traditional travel agency, which is a small brick and mortar store, old-fashioned, not particularly nice, with an agent that is not an expert, that doesn't know probably the destination that you're looking for, that doesn't have technology, that doesn't have customized product that sells with a leaflet, with a packaged product not made to measure to your needs or requirements, and with a very poor customer experience at a very high price. On the contrary, you can come to Pangea, which is a fantastic travel agency with a fantastic store and customer experience, with a travel expert that has been born or lived or traveled over the past 20 years to the destination that he's selling. And we do not sell only packages, but we mainly sell made-to-measure trips with state-of-the-art technology that allows us to design a made-to-measure trip to anyone in a digital format, to any country, in a matter of minutes, and doing that with a minimum price guaranteed. and with a 24/7 service before, during, and after the trip. So why would you spend 30 hours online to design something with such uncertainty? Or why would you go to a traditional travel agency if you can go to Pangea, which are much better customer experience, expert advice, made to measure product, technology at the minimum guaranteed price?
Great. And what is your business model? How do you make money?
We make money out of our providers. We do not make money out of our customers. When we sell a trip or a hotel room, whatever, the one who pays us is the provider, the hotel, the airplane company, or the activity provider in the destination. If we sell a trip of 10,000 euros to a customer, on average, we get paid from our providers between 15 and 25%, depending on the product, the destination, the provider. So this is how we make money. So we do not charge an extra price to our customers. Our customers can find the trip at the same price in our travel agency or in Booking.com or in the provider website. The difference is that we offer all of this service to support the complex design of such a complex trip for a customer, for a final customer. But the one paying us is are the providers.
And why is not that easy to replicate your business model and for me to build a new Pangea 2.0 and replicate your business model?
We have invested heavily over the last 9 years to design a unique customer experience and a unique IT platform. It is not easy. We have been investing for 9 years. It is not easy in 9 months or 1 year or 2 years to create all of the technology processes and business model that we have designed over the past years. So it's not easy. It's like how would it be? How easy would it be to copy Decathlon, for instance, or uh, or Zara? This is not as easy as opening a nice store and put clothes inside and just to start selling. That these companies and as well Pangea, we have created an IT platform and a business model and value proposition and customer experience on top of it that is not easy or fast to create or to duplicate. So I would say this is the main barrier of entry that we have created, and also the fact that it is not easy for an incumbent, for a traditional player, to make such a transformation to copy what Pangea is doing, because it is always difficult for incumbent players to copy or to be as aggressive as a new entrant as Pangea is.
Yes, totally agree. And also, we have to think that it's not that easy to build the brand that you have built. You cannot build that brand in 2 days, so it takes years. It takes like to do a great job. So congratulations for that too, because that increases the competitive advantages and the barriers of entry mainly, no? What have been your main milestones that you have achieved in the last 12 months, commercially and non commercially?
Commercially, we have sold over the past 12 months over 65 million euros, which is a record and is more than double what we were doing before the pandemics. The second major success is the franchising model. We opened the first franchise in Valladolid exactly 1 year ago, or 1 year and 10 days ago. And in this first year, our business model and our variable proposition has been able to increase the average ticket of this franchise 40%, to increase the margin 60%, and to increase the total income 124%. This is a major achievement. This travel agency that in 2022 was having an EBITDA of 40,000 euros is going to have an EBITDA this year over 150,000. So we have demonstrated that our business model and our value proposition are not only able to transform a sector in Madrid or Barcelona with a superstore, but also a sector in Valladolid or other smaller cities in a smaller format with a travel agency of 90 or 100 square meters. And the third milestone, which is not so much commercial, but is digital, is that we have developed, created, and we already have in production Quadrant, which is the new technology, that platform that we have developed, and that we believe that will change the travel industry, because it's the only platform worldwide that can support designing and selling any travel service or product in one single technological platform.
Great, thank you. And now I would love to know more about the opportunity that you are presenting to our partners, because it's a special one. You include debt, you include some uh, vehicle well, format to invest in the capital. So can you tell us more about that, and why do you think that is an interesting opportunity?
Pangea, we are now in a very interesting model where what we have achieved is designing and created a fantastic business model and platform. And what we need to do now is to expand it. So as I was saying before, we are initially expanding it in Spain through franchises. We already have 9 franchises opened, and we expect to open another 5 or 6 in the coming months. And on top of that, we are gonna be opening the United States in November, Portugal in December, and Mexico in January. We will open the United States in a digital format. We will launch. We are translating with ChatGPT our website to any language, so we will be able to translate our website to any language worldwide in a matter of minutes, thanks to ChatGPT. So we will translate it to American English. We will start a pilot to capture American customers initially in Miami that are willing to travel to Europe. We will position ourselves as the best and most fantastic travel agency in Europe, and it's interesting because Americans their preferred destination is Europe. So we will capture opportunities and customers in Miami, and we'll see how the conversion rate becomes and how is the ROI of this process. And if we achieve a positive ROI, or the highest the better, the matter will be raising more capital to invest more in marketing, capture more customers, and growing this business. We'll do the same in Portugal, growing with a digital format with our website in Portuguese. And in Mexico, we have a partner there to launch a physical pilot in Ciudad de Mexico, a 200 square meter store with 10 employees, to start testing the waters in Mexico with a pilot. To fund all of these initiatives, the franchises, the technology, and the international expansion, we need funding. So we are working now. We are to select an M&A boutique over the next few weeks in order to launch a process to raise 20 million euros in second quarter of 2025 to fund all of this expansion process that we are willing to accelerate over the coming months. And to do that, what we need now and what we are asking our investors is to support to bridge financing before this round, so that we can complete all of these initiatives that will allow us to do this capital increase with a higher chances of success and with a higher valuation. So our aim now is raising between 3 to 5 million euros from our investors. We have already completed 3.5 million euros that is already disbursed. So we already have the money, and in the next 2-3 weeks, we hope to overcome 4 million euros. So it's going to be a success. It has been a success so far, and what we are offering is 2 different structures. One of them is a loan, a bullet loan, 10 months with a 9% interest rate in these 10 months, which is almost 12% on a yearly basis. That we will reimburse in a bullet process in the 15th of July of 2025. This is a good opportunity for someone who knows the company, because someone who knows our cash monthly will know that July is the month where the company piles cash. So next July we will have between 8 to 10 million euros in cash for sure. Last July we had over 6 million euros in cash. So the chances that we can repay this debt are 99%, in my opinion. So this is an opportunity to support the company and make a nice return. And this is for investors that are not willing to take more risk in terms of equity with Pangea, but are willing to support the company and make some money with the debt. On the other side, we have another structure, which is a convertible bond that will convert in the next round with a 20% discount. if this round happens in the next 18 months, if there was not a round, it will convert at 40 million euros, which is a very conservative valuation for Pangea today. And this second structure is much more for those investors who are willing to take more risk in the company and are willing to accompany the company with an equity stake. So we are offering these two structures for a different profile of investors.
Great. Well, I think everything is pretty clear. So thank you very much again for being here today, and congratulations for the performance of the company.
Thanks a lot, Álvaro and Faraday.